Imagine soaring high above a land where ancient history meets breathtaking natural beauty, from the snow-capped peaks of the Alps stretching across the north to the golden sun-drenched coastlines kissing the Mediterranean in the south. This is Italy, a country that has captivated the hearts of travelers, artists, poets, and dreamers for thousands of years. With over 50 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Italy holds more recognized treasures than any other nation on earth. It is a place where every street tells a story, every piazza pulses with life, and every meal feels like a celebration. Whether you are drawn to ancient ruins, Renaissance masterpieces, dramatic coastlines, or world-class cuisine, Italy delivers an experience unlike anywhere else on the planet. So sit back, relax, and join us on an unforgettable visual journey through one of the most iconic and magnificent destinations our world has to offer, Benvenuti in Italia. Our journey begins in Rome, the eternal city, where every cobblestone street whispers centuries of history. Standing before the magnificent Colosseum, you can almost hear the echoes of ancient gladiatorial battles that once captivated 50,000 roaring spectators. Just steps away, the Roman Forum stretches across the landscape, once the beating heart of the mighty Roman Empire. Then there is the Pantheon, a breathtaking architectural marvel nearly 2,000 years old, still standing in near-perfect condition. But Rome holds another remarkable distinction beyond its ancient monuments. This incredible city has more fountains than any other city in the entire world, boasting over 2,000 fountains scattered throughout its neighborhoods. The most famous is the stunning Trevi Fountain, receives an average of €3,000 thrown into its shimmering waters every single day by visitors from around the globe, each tossing a coin and whispering a heartfelt wish. Just steps away from Rome lies Vatican City, the world's smallest independent state, covering less than half a square kilometer, yet holding some of humanity's greatest treasures. As you pass through its gates, the magnificent St. Peter's Basilica rises before you, an architectural masterpiece that took over 120 years to complete. Inside, Michelangelo's breathtaking Pietà leaves visitors completely speechless. But perhaps even more astonishing is the Sistine Chapel, where Michelangelo spent 4 painstaking years painting its legendary ceiling, reportedly lying on his back the entire time. The sheer dedication behind every brushstroke is simply unimaginable. What makes Vatican City even more remarkable is that despite its tiny size, it operates as a fully independent nation, complete with its own postal system, radio station, and even its own army, the legendary Swiss Guard, who have protected the Pope since 1506. Leaving Vatican City behind, we journey north to Florence, the magnificent birthplace of the Renaissance. This city is an absolute treasure chest of human creativity and genius. Rising dramatically above the terracotta rooftops, the iconic Duomo Cathedral stands as a breathtaking masterpiece of engineering, its enormous dome designed by Filippo Brunelleschi, remaining the largest brick dome ever constructed. Strolling through Florence, you will encounter the world-renowned Uffizi Gallery, home to priceless works by Botticelli, Leonardo da Vinci, and Michelangelo. Cross the charming Ponte Vecchio Bridge, lined with glittering jewelry shops that have traded here since the 16th century. Here is a remarkable fun fact. Florence contains more UNESCO-recognized masterpieces per square mile than any other city on Earth. Essentially, the entire city functions as one extraordinary open-air museum, where every corner reveals another stunning chapter of art and architectural brilliance waiting to be discovered. From the artistic grandeur of Florence, we now glide into one of the most extraordinary cities ever built by humans. Welcome to Venice, a place that simply defies imagination. Constructed on 118 small islands, Venice is connected by over 400 bridges and 150 canals. Here, there are absolutely no roads, only waterways. Instead of cars and buses, Gondolas and water taxis carry locals and visitors through narrow, winding canals that serve as the city's streets. But Venice holds a bittersweet secret. This breathtaking city is slowly sinking into the Adriatic Sea at a rate of approximately 1 to 2 millimeters every single year. Combined with rising sea levels, this means Venice faces an uncertain future. Every cobblestone piazza, every arched bridge, every shimmering reflection on the water makes visiting Venice not just a travel experience, but a genuinely rare and precious privilege that grows more irreplaceable with every passing year. Leaving Venice behind, we now arrive at one of Italy's most jaw-dropping destinations, Cinque Terre. Translated as Five Lands, this stunning stretch of the Ligurian coastline is home to 5 colourful cliffside villages: Monterosso, Vernazza, Corniglia, Manarola, and Rio Maggiore. Each village cascades dramatically down rugged cliffs, painted in warm shades of terracotta, yellow and rose, creating a scene almost too beautiful to believe. What makes these villages even more remarkable is their fascinating history. For centuries they were so isolated from the rest of Italy that the only way to reach them was by boat or entirely on foot. No roads, no highways, just the sea and steep mountain trails. This extraordinary isolation shaped a deeply unique culture and way of life that still echoes through the narrow alleyways today. Recognized for their outstanding natural and cultural significance, these 5 villages are now proudly designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, welcoming millions of visitors every single year. From the colourful cliffside villages of Cinque Terre, we now journey south to one of the most breathtaking stretches of coastline on the planet, the legendary Amalfi Coast. Winding roads carved into dramatic cliffs reveal jaw-dropping views of the sparkling Tyrrhenian Sea at every turn. The charming town of Positano cascades down steep hillsides in a cascade of pastel-coloured buildings, while Ravello sits high above the sea, offering panoramic views that have inspired artists and poets for centuries. Amalfi itself, once a powerful maritime republic, enchants visitors with its magnificent cathedral and vibrant piazzas. But here is a delightful fun fact. The lemons grown along this coast are extraordinarily large and intensely flavorful, unlike anything found elsewhere in the world. These fruits are the prized ingredient behind limoncello, the beloved bright yellow liqueur that has become a cherished symbol of southern Italian culture, warmth, and legendary hospitality. From the sun-kissed Amalfi Coast, we now journey inland to one of Italy's most extraordinary and mysterious destinations, Matera, nestled deep in the rugged region of Basilicata. Matera is one of the oldest continuously inhabited settlements on Earth, with human presence dating back over 9,000 years, making it older than ancient Rome itself. The city's iconic cave dwellings, known as sassi, carved directly into the rocky ravines, tell a story spanning thousands of years of human civilization. Remarkably, as recently as the 1950s, the Italian government considered Matera a national disgrace, forcibly relocating its residents due to extreme poverty. But history had other plans. Today, Matera proudly holds UNESCO World Heritage Site status and has transformed into a celebrated cultural treasure. Its ancient atmospheric streets have even captured Hollywood's attention, serving as a dramatic backdrop for major productions including the James Bond film No Time to Die. From ancient caves, we travel to the enchanting town of Alberobello in Puglia, a place that genuinely looks like it was lifted straight from the pages of a fairy tale. Alberobello is famous for its extraordinary trulli houses, whitewashed stone huts topped with distinctive cone-shaped roofs that create one of the most surreal and charming streetscapes you will ever witness anywhere on Earth. Walking through these narrow lanes feels like stepping into another world entirely. But here is the clever story behind their design. Trulli were originally constructed without any mortar, meaning the stones were simply stacked together. This brilliant technique allowed residents to quickly dismantle their homes whenever tax collectors came around, since taxes were levied on permanent structures. Once the inspectors left, the houses were rebuilt. This remarkable architectural ingenuity makes Trulli one of the most fascinatingly clever structures in all of Italian history, now proudly recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. From the architectural wonders of Puglia, we now set sail to Sicily, Italy's largest island and one of the most culturally rich destinations on the planet. Rising dramatically from the island's eastern coast is Mount Etna, Europe's tallest and most active volcano, standing at over 3,300 meters and continuously reshaping the landscape around it with its fiery eruptions. Nearby, the Valley of the Temples in Agrigento presents one of the most breathtaking collections of ancient Greek ruins outside of Greece itself, with towering Doric columns standing proudly against golden Sicilian sunsets. Here's a fascinating fun fact. Sicily has been ruled by Greeks, Romans, Arabs, Normans, and Spanish throughout its extraordinary history, giving this remarkable island one of the most diverse and layered cultural heritages of any region across the entire European continent. Every corner of Sicily tells a different story. Heading north, we arrive at one of Italy's most breathtaking regions, the Italian Lake District. Here, Lake Como, Lake Garda, and Lake Maggiore stretch across a landscape of dramatic alpine mountains, shimmering blue waters, elegant historic villas, and lush, manicured gardens that seem almost too beautiful to be real. Each lake carries its own distinct personality, from Como's refined sophistication to Garda's vibrant energy and Maggiore's serene, island-dotted charm. Sailing across these waters feels like stepping into a painting. Now here is a fascinating fact for you. Lake Como has been a beloved retreat for the wealthy and powerful since Roman times, with emperors and aristocrats building lavish estates along its shores. Today, that tradition very much continues. Lake Como remains one of the most expensive real estate markets in all of Europe, attracting global celebrities, business moguls, and royalty who seek its unmatched combination of natural beauty, privacy, and timeless Italian elegance. From the Italian Lake District, we now drift south into the golden heart of Italy, Tuscany. This region is a living painting, where hilltop villages rise dramatically above rolling green valleys and endless rows of vineyards stretch toward the horizon. San Gimignano, often called the medieval Manhattan, stuns visitors with its 14 surviving medieval towers piercing the sky. Nearby, Montepulciano offers breathtaking panoramic views and Renaissance architecture at every turn. Then there is the legendary Chianti wine region, where cypress-lined roads wind through vineyards that have inspired countless films and masterpiece paintings throughout history. And here is a delightful fun fact. Tuscany produces some of the world's finest wines, including the prestigious Brunello di Montalcino and the beloved Chianti Classico. These wines are celebrated globally for their extraordinary depth and character. Every road, every vineyard, and every ancient stone village in Tuscany tells a story centuries in the making. Leaving Tuscany behind, we arrive in Umbria, lovingly called the Green Heart of Italy, a region that remains beautifully off the beaten tourist path, yet rewards every traveller who discovers it. Begin in Perugia, a magnificent medieval city perched high on a hilltop, where ancient Etruscan walls stand alongside Renaissance palaces and buzzing piazzas filled with university students and locals alike. From there, journey to Assisi, a mystical hilltop town draped in spiritual energy, birthplace of Saint Francis, patron saint of Italy, whose legacy of peace and simplicity still echoes through every cobblestone street and ancient basilica. Then prepare to be absolutely awestruck by the Cascata delle Marmore, one of the tallest man-made waterfalls in the entire world, plunging over 165 meters in dramatic cascading tiers. Remarkably, this breathtaking waterfall was originally engineered by the ancient Romans around 271 BCE, proving that Italy's genius stretches far beyond its famous art and architecture. From the cobblestone streets of Umbria, we arrive at perhaps Italy's greatest gift to the world, its extraordinary food culture. Did you know that pizza was invented in Naples in the 18th century? And that Italy boasts over 350 distinct pasta shapes, each one tied to a specific region and tradition? From silky, fresh tagliatelle in Bologna to hearty orecchiette in Puglia, every bite tells a story. Then there is gelato, creamier and denser than regular ice cream, and espresso, a daily ritual taken standing at the bar. Italian cuisine is not simply about eating, it is about identity, family, and belonging. Each region fiercely celebrates its own flavors and recipes passed through generations. So deeply rooted is this culinary tradition that UNESCO officially recognized Italian cuisine as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity, a title that feels absolutely and completely well-deserved. And there you have it, a sweeping journey through one of the most extraordinary countries on this planet. From the ancient streets of Rome to the volcanic landscapes of Sicily, from the floating canals of Venice to the sun-drenched cliffs of the Amalfi Coast, Italy is nothing short of a living, breathing masterpiece. Whether you are a history lover, an art enthusiast, a nature seeker, a food fanatic, or simply someone chasing beauty in its purest form, Italy has something truly magical waiting just for you. So if Italy is not already on your travel bucket list, let today be the day you add it. Trust us, no photograph, no video, and no words can ever fully capture what it feels like to stand in the heart of this incredible country. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep wandering. Arrivederci.